mentor is defined as a trusted guide or a trusted advisor. It actually has its roots in Greek. The famous writer Homer talked about Odysseus, who was a famous warrior, and when he went away to battle, he trusted a man named Mentor to provide guidance to his younger son as he was away.
The definition of a mentor, in my opinion, is someone who's going to do the footwork to make sure that you're doing something positive, strong, and so the mentee can emulate what your actions are throughout the community.
I have a mentor myself, so I see him as like a father figure to me, you know. With me not having a father in my life, you know, it means a lot. Someone who's like true, you know, supports me, you know, gives me advice, helps me out through my life, and just somebody to talk to, somebody I could talk to on a like day-to-day basis, somebody who's real.
A mentor to me is just somebody you could talk to, who can give you a little guidance.
Somebody that can teach you, that can guide you on the right path and not the wrong path. Someone that is willing to go the extra mile with you. Someone who's able to tell you the truth, whether or not it hurts, but to help you get to where you need to go.
And someone who could relate to you in certain situations where you know you got somebody who could talk to you because they've been in the same position you're in right now, and they just give you a little bit of advice when you need it.
Somebody that can practice what they preach. Like, you know, if they're gonna give me advice, they gotta follow it too. And like, somebody that knows what they're talking about and somebody that can relate to my situations and not just give me, you know, something they heard on the street.
Someone that can help you physically and mentally with all your problems or just some of your problems that you're going through, and also can give you good advice.
A mentor is a person that is dedicated to the uplift of young folks in our community. That person will take their spare time and make sure that he or she attempts to motivate children to become assets in our community.
A person who guides you in life, who gives you answers when you don't have the answer to a question, who just helps you daily.
A mentor is somebody that can help you, you know, offer solutions to problems that you may have in your life or in school.
Someone to help you through life, help you achieve what you want, have your back.
He should be like a second father to you, somebody who guides you through not only college but life also, somebody who will help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve.
Someone that you can talk to at any time, that you basically can have a conversation without them looking down on you.
Someone who like helps you out through hard times.
A mentor is someone who sees a need in working with people and they decide to give back to help those people to move along, hopefully to teach them what they've learned in life, and also to be a good listener to see where those people are to help them to reach to a different level.
From a mentor, I expect commitment. You know, someone who is really going to be present in the lives of those who need to be mentored.
I expect them to, you know, if they're gonna tell me go to school, don't smoke, you know, I expect them to do the same thing.
I expect for a mentor just to be there for me when I have a problem.
They will always be there for me when I need them.
Somebody to be truthful to you, even though it's something that you might not want to hear.
I would expect that they take the mentor serious, like even if it is a fellow peer or an adult, like for them to take it serious and maybe help improve themselves and do better in life.
I expect some leadership qualities from them. That's very important because then that can also have an effect on me.
I expect a mentor to be high in knowledge to a certain extent.
I expect to learn something from them, be able to take something into future life with me.
That mentor can challenge, they may prod, they may praise, but all of that results in a younger person, usually their protege, being able to model a behavior again, making decisions later in life that can help them grow, mature, and become as successful as they can be.
As students, we got to show a good example, and when you're being a mentor, you got to have an even better motivation to be a good example to the younger kids, because the young kids look up to you more than they may look up to their parents.
People look at me like I'm a mentor, because I give guidance to a lot of people. Like, I expect them to be respectful, smart, just intellectual.
Learn from them, ask them questions.
A student should always respect their mentor and try your hardest to do what they're being asked.
A student being mentored, I believe, has to be open and willing to be criticized and critiqued. They have to be willing to let someone else help them.
Someone to take like the help from whoever your mentor is.
Whatever's being taught to them, practice that. Like if you're trying to get advice from someone, what's the point of getting advice if you're not going to follow it?
My mentor, he's the mentor at a church. So he runs a lot of things. He's director of the youth program. I would try and put myself in his shoes, try and be like him the best way that I can.
I think I'm someone who you can tag along to and someone who's positive. And it's a lot of negative stereotypes. So I'm a positive one. So I would like to turn that into something positive.
I think mentoring is a two-way street. And so a mentor, a mentee, somebody who's being mentored, has to be willing to learn, willing to listen. They also have to be present and available so that the mentor can impart, some of their experience into the young person's life.
I have learned how to better myself as a male and not look at what other people have and just focus on the things that I have and what I do for my life.
What I've learned from mentors is that to be a better man and to don't blame people for my problems and just face it up and take what I have to do and be responsible.
I learned to be more respectful towards people, authority. He's taught me to be myself, and to be more outspoken. Don't be afraid to speak your mind.
It's not what your peers think of you, it's what you want to do. You don't have to necessarily hang with your friends all the time. You can go to school and try to be something with yourself.
The main thing I've learned from having a mentor is I got to keep a level head, that everything isn't going to come easy, and that you got to be able to know right from wrong in certain situations, and you got to know that any type of progress you want to make, you got to have a certain struggle you got to go through.
You can achieve whatever you want in life just as long as you work towards it. Nothing is impossible.
In the world, there are people that always try to bring you down, but you always have to try to bring yourself up.
Always be persistent and diligent and never to quit.
My father is my mentor. His name is Eric Robinson. And I had a tragedy in my family when my mother died. Yeah, she passed away 2 years ago. And I felt like I had no one to turn to. And he really just helped me out and picked me up. He lifted my spirits back, because really I was just ready to give everything up, fall out of school, just quit basketball, my favorite sport. I was just ready to give everything up, man. He gave me the strength and the wisdom, and he guided me through it. And now look at me, I'm back on my feet.
25% of your life is dedicated to the kids or the students or mentee. So you learn a lot from their emotions, what they're going through. You have to be passionate, but you have to have some type of empathy with those type of students.
It is imperative for our community to go to the next level. It is going to take the dedication and volunteer work of men in the community to reach young men so that we all can one day be free.
But we understand that there is something extremely valuable in having that male figure in that young man's life. When we look at things such as conflict resolution, when we look at things such as how to treat themselves, how to treat women in their lives, how to look at life as a man, how to grow and be a young man, all of those things are critical as to why we need mentoring more than ever.